Hello friends, Rizorty here with another episode of our Swiss Family Rizbinson Rimworld playthrough. The winter continues, but Franz is back with us after a long bout of gut worms. So with him back working again with many more stones, be able to continue making our walls stronger, and also get some more bedrooms. We still have some people sleeping inside of a barracks. The barracks we started this game with, our beginning building, feels unkind, but people sleep there still. Winter's gonna be over in, let's see, it's the 12th of August right now. In the farms, it is 6th of September when growing starts. So, yeah, we got about 10 or so days more, I believe 10 or so days more, and then we'll be free of the winter. Now, our food supply has held out fairly well, but we continue to have fairly limited amounts of raw food available. So let's go find some wildlife. There's one rat out there somewhere. All right, rat, you're pretty close to the base. We'll have Mole go deal with you right away. And we're going to keep our eyes on the wildlife tab from this point forward, knowing full well that it's either these animals die or we die. There can be only one. The one on our side is actually 8 people, but there can be only one set of creatures, rats or human. Are you a man or are you a mouse? That was a mouse, I believe. You were a mouse. Now you get hauled on in. There we go. And so that seems good now. Shauna is still making simple helmets. Everyone has a simple helmet on their head now. This will be our one backup simple helmet. Then we'll be on to making more of the flak jackets, or flak vests rather, because only first 2 people have them right now. Yeah, we need a bunch more flak vests. Actually, one done on Estrada himself. He made one and then threw it on right away. Got to protect the crafter, of course. In Researchville, we are working now on mortars still. I'd love to have those done before the next raid, which is going to come, unfortunately, pretty soon. Yeah, about any second now, a raid might come, and we'll have to see how that goes. We've started strengthening this wall a bit. We had sappers attack both here and I believe here also in this playthrough, so we want to make sure we get additional walls up to strengthen that and buy some time to get some defenses in place. Speaking of defenses, I'm thinking I should probably extend this sandbag line across and get some more way of fighting to the south if we need to. That'll happen sooner or later. Glad to have so much steel coming in. Characters are bringing in scads of steel, which will be used for making many more flak jackets. I'll check the wildlife again. No animals out there. Right now, Franz is making slate stones. These are used to finish out our pathway up to the bedrooms, which we've kept pretty clear of snow so far. That seems like a good idea to expand some of the rest of the base. Have the little boys go out there with their snow shovels and get rid of the snow to bring a path to the kill box as well. You got to keep that nicely cleared in order to ensure that we get to the fighting area faster than the enemies do. Also, this is shallow water here. I think it'd be a good idea to put in some additional bridges here so we can get to that fighting spot a little bit faster than the enemies can get to the kill box themselves. Though it's not that close to the edge of the map other than from the bottom. So if it comes straight this direction, I'm a little worried. Other than that, we're potentially fine. Fritz is unhappy. What's wrong, Fritz? Dull barracks, slept in the cold. Wow, slept in the cold with 2 heaters now. And also wearing a lovely alpaca wool parka. The alpacas are warm. Why can't you be warm? I don't understand you. I mean, I think part of it is the... Oh boy, infestation. 1 second. Part of it is the steel simple helmets. I believe they protect less well against cold than do toques. But giant insects are tunneling towards you. They will break through in a few seconds and plant hives. The hives will spawn more insects and more hives. If you don't want the insects to infest the whole area, destroy the hives. But beware, the bugs will defend their home. Oh, but I thought I'd done a good job of keeping the mountainous roof covered. But George's Refuge has in it some infestable area. Now, as long as we never actually open that area, it'll be okay, but they're gonna multiply on and on and on. How do scythers and insects get along? I've never seen this interaction before. Scyther comes in fights, looks like. And George, fight fiercely. Fight fiercely, George, you can do it. So far, so good. George is still standing. He's a bit outnumbered, though. Maybe we should go try to save him. No, I think that's the end of George, unfortunately. One of the Mega Spiders a bit wounded. Spellipedes all in good shape still. Yeah, George did not fight too well there. The combat log we can see. A lot of damage to the Scyther. The Scyther tried to slash Mega Spider, but swing went wide. Scyther used right hand blade to slash Mega Spider, lacerating your shell in front right leg. Yeah, goodbye, George. Goodbye, George. Now, we could leave the infestation here as a defensive ploy against raiders. We learned earlier that sapper raiders will try to dig through this way to get into our bedrooms. Now, my only concern with that is the infestation will keep on spawning more and more and more. And that, I mean, initially it'd be great fun, right? We'll have tons of spiders ready to defend us, but I suspect they'll infest so much that eventually they'll come and eat us, and we can't have that. So I believe it's going to be Operation Clear Out George's home very soon, then hold a funeral for our boy George. All right, the hives here have 3.4 or so days of time to reproduction. Now, that was the actual raid. It was not the actual raid. All right, I'd like very much to wait until the next raid event happens, and then after that, we head in and deal with these. Now again, we only have 3 or so days until a spawn, and then it gets even more difficult to deal with them. Do we have any fire-making weapons yet? We have a Molotov cocktail. We could potentially open up the door. Well, no, it's going to be difficult to get a Molotov cocktail in on those enemies. There's just too many of them and not quite enough cover. Maybe from this direction, I guess. But I suspect that no matter what we do, we're going to have to fight the Mega Spiders. We're going to have to fight here and deal with those spider enemies. So, family, how you feel? It's time for a mission of legend, I suspect. I suspect it's coming for that. Now, we don't need to have cover to fight them, as they're not ranged enemies, they're just pure melee. So we don't need to set up anything up that direction. We'll just go together and fight very soon. Though I think we have no assault rifles yet. It's still relatively early game for our weaponry. Best we got some chain shotguns. Might do some very good work to fight off the enemies, but Mega Spider meat, not good to eat. However, might keep us going. Oh dear, oh dear. The Mega Spider has breached already. Are they coming for us? No, they're just patrolling nearby. Alright, I think we're gonna go deal with them first thing in the morning. It's currently 11 p.m. In the morning, we will head out there. I wish it were not the winter. Winter makes us move so slowly on the way out. We'll do that. Hopefully no raid comes. Maybe the family gathers together. This is a prayer. This is a few encouraging words. They're all immensely loved by Mama Will and Papa Liz. Sequence, are they sleeping in the cold? Not sleeping in the cold there. Cool. So the temperature there is 18 or so. Over here, sleeping in the cold, temperature is 19 or so. Are you actually sleeping in the cold then? You're not. You're not at all. You're fine. Starvation, gourmand nighttime, the worst. Wake up with a rumbly tumbly, please. Oh, still gutworms. Wow. So Franz got over their gutworms, but Will and Liz is not, rather. Where are you going? Where are you going? You stay there. You stay there. Liz needs treatment now, so wake up Ernest real quick. Make sure he's in good sleep already. He's good enough. Get him to deal with Liz. And then 4 a.m. Time to head on out. Now, the one thing we could do, I guess, to help with fighting these, if we made a wall of traps here, and then dug open the gate, dug up the wall rather, then the enemies might come pouring out, step in the traps. That would assist us somewhat. So we have a whole bunch of steel. Let's go ahead and do that. I think my only concern with this strategy is, will the enemies notice from here that we're building here? Also, I should probably forbid these doors to discourage enemy movement, or movement towards the enemy, rather. Hopefully they'll go down around this way instead. Got to keep our eyes on them and make sure, though, they don't go out the wrong direction. So, do this kind of setup and hope it draws some attention. So, Will, you're in charge of getting out there and making some traps. And which way are you going to go, my friend? So you're going to get yourself steel, you're going out through the bottom. That is what we wanted right now. And we got to make absolutely sure that the enemies do not notice Will working. This one's acting a little tricky. Acting a little tricky there. What are you doing? Alright, so far so okay there. He begins to build, but I don't think they can hear. I don't know how spiders hear. Are those ears or just like horns? What's on your head, friend? That's what I want to know. Alright, Will, can you finish a couple more of these? We can get these done in 2 trips, I do believe. And then we'll get out there and fight for fight. Will, let's go finish this, please. Already working on it. Wait, is there... Oh, only 5 of 35. So yeah, there's not full resources there. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and bring everyone else outside also. So who else can help with building? I believe Ernest can. Ernest, can you make that trap? And then everybody else just drag on out here. So the first 3 are going already to construct. Make sure every single person is coming from the bottom, not from the top. So far, so okay. We're doing this before we have armor vests on everyone, which seems a little suspect. This vest is only about half done. A bit more work to do there. But desperate times. Desperate time called for true attention from our team. No time to wait. Will, are you getting more steel? You are. You are. So I'm hoping that the traps capture at least some of the enemies. We have 2.2 days remaining. George, if only you'd fought more fiercely, would have been just fine. Okay. You know, where the dog's gonna go that way, he's not. Alright, Fritz, you stay here. Okay. Ernest failed while trying to steal spike trap. Resources have been wasted. Ew, how much did you waste? We still need 1 more delivery of steel, unfortunately. A bit of a wait, perhaps. Alright, Fritz, get in the front line. Get lined up here in such a way that we have, like, maximum distance for our bolt-action rifles. Let's be back into the trees. Good. Noon has arrived. No one's starving quite yet. Everyone's mood's okay. Let's go ahead and set up our team correctly. So, shotguns in the front line here. Yeah, I want to be like a little more tightly grouped, but the trees are in the way. Well, in that case, time to destroy some trees. So, this forest served us well many a year. Now it will serve us in death as well, too. So, mark you those. And each person chop a tree. That's my plant cutting. Every person a plant cutter this day. Strata chop that one. Is this one? All these cut down, we should be able to set up a nice fighting force area then. And we'll... don't have steel to do that yet, so you come join your family. The spiders are digging through also. So unfortunately not George here anymore. This area will now be neutral for enemies to walk through. If we have sappers come this way, they're just going to walk on by. So maybe put some defenses in here, knowing it'll draw attention. That'll be a later issue once we cleared ourselves. Now we gotta get everyone... Oops, didn't mean to draw you quite yet. Try that down. Ernest still on the way very slowly. Minor break risk. Strata does not want to work anymore. Stop hitting on Liz. Stop it, you. The dread of combat is coming. Let's stay up here. Don't want anyone to leave back to the base. No escape. There is no escape for you. Trees destroyed. Great. And Ernest still back on the way up. Good. So, how long is long bolt rifle range? I mean, longer than we have right now, but that's close at least. We kill 1 more tree here, and then set up with the long rifles back here. Long rifles get to the back line. Ernest is the other one, I believe. He's here now. Spent a whole day standing outside. Not good for the old work, not good for the old getting much done. So, shotguns to the back here. Will, go help your son with that one. Do you really want more steel? You really need more steel? Ernest not bringing enough steel for both those traps? Ernest, what are you doing? What's your health? Is it lowered at all? It's not. Oh, what a guy. What a guy. Alright, in that case, we'll just queue up here. We have 1 fewer traps we'd like, but that's okay. Melee friend, front row for you. shotgun, go to the back. Okay, all set up. We're gonna open this wall and then run away quickly. Hopefully our bolt-action rifle person can see down the line here and make a shot. Though standing outside is not good for anyone's health, so hopefully it's done pretty quickly. Again, a raid might come at any moment. Franz, stay here. Franz, another shotgun. The front line there. Gonna put Liz in the back row. The revolver goes there. Okay. Ernest, eat your food. Everyone's probably hungry, Ernest. We're only waiting on you, though. Destroy that spot. And then here we go. We will see how this goes. As 4 p.m. comes. Might be fighting under night skies, after all. Okay. Door is open. Don't you go through there, friend. Run, 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 run. Roof collapse. Roof collapse. Oh my goodness. It seems to be the case that a neutral tile in the middle there, which was holding up the roof, has collapsed down in the middle. I didn't even see the Mega Spiders digging their own grave. A roof has collapsed because it was too far from any support. These things were crushed. A Mega Spider, literally nothing, insect jelly, a hive, a casket, and 2 of the people inside. So now we have allies. We have a whole bunch of ancient people from the Cryptosleep caskets, all of whom are wearing excellent, excellent marine armor. I would kind of like that armor. Hillary is not, though. Hillary is, in fact, naked. Poor Hillary. Because they're all hostile to me, I'm not going to push in on them. Instead, we're going to go back line here, and maybe wait for them to come. What perfect timing, though. Alright, so unfortunately, the ancient colonists have forgotten how to fight, and so they're using their long-range weapons as melee weapons. It's a life, I guess. Can we see through that, though? Is our long-range person able to see anything? Yes, they're coming outside now. Good luck, Traps. Traps got one of them. Well done. We destroyed another trap on our own. Not so good. Alright, all of the individuals are down. There's still 2 alive. Jacobs, Edward, actually Hiller's alive also. Went down fairly easily there. Let's see what we got after the fighting completes. Hold fierce teeth. Hold fiercely. Alright. One of the Mega Spiders is down thanks to a roof collapse. That's fantastic. We should probably focus fire team. Let's go ahead and hit the fire person in the front line here. Fritz, no. Fritz, no. Don't walk into that hail of bullets. Alright, now we focus the Mega Spider. Another one's already downed. How great is that? Pretty great. Mega Spiders fully defeated. 2, 3 people still alive. Let's run through them. Hillary, what are you up to? Hillary, you are a misandrous, optimist, hard worker who cannot do violence or research. But that's some pretty good cooking, some pretty good construction, and some days, some pretty good crafting. I'm interested in you, Hillary. How injured are you? Wow, you're high on drugs. And you die in 1 hour. There's no way we're saving Hillary. How about Jacobs? Dies in 6 hours. Pyromaniac, psychically dull with a great memory. Who are these people? What are they doing? And lastly, Edward. Depressive, volatile, chemical fascination. Loves doing art, does not do dumb labor, can't fight well. This is always how it is, right? The one person who's best is so close to dying. Alright, we're going to steal Edward's clothing, though. A flak vest and a flak jacket both. That is the tops. And then we know there are no more enemies living, I'm fairly sure. So you strip this. And we got a bunch of new weapons. Fancier shotguns again. We got an incendiary launcher. No assault rifles, unfortunately. But some nice items anyway. What an absolute mess in there, though. This Mega Spider still lives. So after we're done with our supper, our supper has been well earned. You go fight. I love that Juno the dog was in there. Apparently, Juno decided to go sniff out some spiders first. Put down that spider, please. Well struck. And we have so many spider corpses to make food for our dogs. Now, we're down to 7 meals. Time's looking a little bit desperate. Happily, though, a family of deer have come to the map looking for refuge, looking for food of any sort. They're going to save us from the indignity of eating insect meat, I do believe. Now, all these humans are definitely dying. How are Jacob's clothing? Wow, you have a flak vest and some hyperweave clothing also. So whoever's nearest by, Franz, you're still up there. Go strip Jacob real quick. Not capture, sorry, strip rather. Hillary is totally naked, dies in 2 seconds. Alright, so we have enough food for tomorrow right now, but not anything past that from morning. So we'll definitely go ahead and get our team out to hunt some deer before they realize there's no food here and continue their quest to find sustenance elsewhere in the world. We're going to unforbid these door now. They've done some good work. And did any of our traps live through that? Yeah, so actually only 2 of the 6 traps we put down lived, or were destroyed rather, so we have quite a few left. Let's go move them down to this wall, which, as I said before, is a spot that Sapphire attacked, and I worry a bit about the future of that part of the base. So we'll reinstall you right here, and then we'll reinstall you over here. I should probably actually move it to be in line, but once the wall's made, we'll fix around. Last one, we'll reinstall out the middle there. Great. Red Letter Day for the colony, successfully defeating a room full of mega spiders and... Oh, the hives are still up. Oh, shoot. Hives must die. I was getting ready for my big finish there about how great we've done today. Good job, good episode. See you next time. But no. First of all, we must deal with the hives before more enemies spawn, ruining everything. So, we have plenty of time. I mean, the issue is just if a raid comes to be really bad. So, I'm gonna wake someone up. You know what, Mole, I choose you. Let's go deal with the hives. Then we can say the goodbye part. All right. So, we need to head on this way. The deer are still on the map. They are. Mole, chain shotgun, go. Chain shotgun, also known as the anti-hive maker. No, that doesn't work. The hive destroyer. That's bad. Better. Okay. Hive anti-maker. I like that. Alright, we'll mark all these things for to haul. The drugs worry me a bit, but I'm sure our boys have been trained well not to eat them. How awful. Like, Jacobs and Edward on the floor writhing about as we just walk by ignoring them. We're rude is what we are. We're really quite rude. Alright, need to mark these deer for hunting now. All of them. They have 0% chance of revenging, so they should leave us alone. That was a pretty good episode. Mission accomplished. Good job, everybody. Now we are safer. Possibly. We'll see. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.